Yep, another really intense horror game with out of this world visuals. This one, though, piqued my interest, so I thought I'd give you guys a heads up. This super interesting upcoming first person action horror game from Obelisk Studio. This one's set in an isolated polar station where everyone's gone totally mad, and it sounds like it's going to be intensely unsettling. What really sets it apart is how it blends psychological horror with brutal melee combat and a really unique temperature system, all while hinting at this crazy transformation for you, the player, as your mind starts to unravel. So the core of it revolves around three big ideas: the psychological horror and your transformation, the brutal survival combat, and how you manipulate the environment using temperature. And listen, the most unique thing is how your sanity isn't just something you lose, it's actually a resource that progresses you. As your mind starts to unravel, you go from being the hunted victim to this blood soaked predator, unlocking terrifying new abilities, which sounds like it shifts the whole gameplay from tense survival to visceral action. And to make it even more immersive, they're going for a HUD-less experience, no interface, no distractions, just you, your breath, and what's happening around you, with every visual detail being part of the story, which is pretty cool. You're also trying to uncover the truth behind the madness, deciding if you'll embrace the chaos or fight to keep your humanity, which implies some big choices. Now, for combat, they're leaning heavily into brutal melee focused engagements. You're getting 20 different melee weapons, everything from sledgehammers to razor sharp blades, each with its own style, and they're promising brutal executions based on your weapon. You can even use the environment as a weapon, flipping tables or throwing enemies off ledges, which adds a cool dynamic layer. You'll be facing three completely deranged cults, each with their own terrifying followers and tactics, plus unique boss battles that are designed to be a trial by blood. It's definitely not going to be easy. And finally, there's the dynamic temperature system, which is not just about staying warm, it's a weapon and a puzzle. The cold is a constant enemy, so warmth is life and fire is hope, meaning every spark counts. You'll get this powerful device that lets you heat up or freeze objects at will. Think about it: freezing locks, shattering barriers, igniting traps, or even freezing enemies mid attack. This system is integrated into environmental puzzles too, so you're redirecting heat, freezing, and thawing objects to progress. It's a fully dynamic thermal system, making the environment an active part of survival and combat. It's set in a polar station, and yeah, with the mature content description talking about gorish and violent finishers and mutilated dead bodies, this isn't for the faint of heart. Obelisk Studio is developing it, and it's looking like a truly unsettling experience. It really feels like we're seeing a bunch more horror games hitting the market these days. It makes you wonder, is the genre truly staging a big comeback?